Hey friends, welcome back to the channel with another movie reaction. Today we are watching Spectre, the fourth movie in the 007 series with Daniel Craig. And for a long time, I think people thought this was going to be the last one with him. But No Time to Die is coming out soon, so we're recording this in anticipation of that. I feel like the 007 films since I watched Casino Royale have not lived up to that same quality. And I'm hoping this does. Looking forward to it though. If you guys want to watch the full reaction, check out Patreon in the link in the description below. Otherwise, take a quick moment to leave a like, and let's get started.
Where are you going?
I won't be long.
Is he here just for a quick assassination? Oh, damn it. Smoke. Oh, no. Oops, did I do that? My cane. I don't think I've ever seen an upside down helicopter scene before. Oh, he did.
Mexico City. What were you doing there?
I was taking some overdue holiday.
Okay, fine. As of this morning, you are officially grounded.
I'll just find myself on holiday somewhere else, where there's an international incident.
So sorry.
Moriarty?
Not remotely. 007, I'd like you to meet Max Denby, head of the Joint Security Service.
May feel a small
Christ!
prick. Smart blood.
Smart blood?
Microchips in your bloodstream allows us to track your movements in the field.
Nice car.
It's a shame, really. She was meant for you, but she's been reassigned to 009.
What?
But you can have this.
Why show it to him then?
Oh,
It was
one
M's
word
idea to
before.
show him the car, but not give it to
The
him.
alarm is rather loud, if you know what I mean.
Even explodes.
Will you do something for me?
What do you have in mind, exactly?
Lie to the guy in charge.
Disappear.
Did he? He took the car? Did he take the car? Maybe. He sensed your presence.
I hear the life expectancy of some widows can be very short.
How can you talk like this? Can't you see I'm grieving?
They were about to kill her?
James Bond.
Is this really the time? Just sleep with any woman he comes across, no matter the situation. Who sits at the head of the table?
Welcome, James. Cuckoo.
Ciao, Mickey Mouse.
Think you got the bulletproof car. Backfire. Whoa. Fancy features. Ah.
Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Okay, Hugh, give me something.
Exhaust. Hey. Not bad. Oh.
Do me a favor, make it quick. Always knew death would wear a familiar face, but not yours.
You're protecting someone. Your daughter. I can protect her if you tell me where he is.
You'll also sleep with her, won't you?
I can keep her alive. That's my word.
You're a kite dancing in a hurricane, Mr. Bond. So long.
I came to tell you that your life is in danger and I need your help.
This interview is over.
Dr. Swan,
You have 10 minutes to leave the building. Then I'm calling security.
Oh no. Oh no.
No, stay.
Stay. plane really the best idea? How are you still chasing them?
Don't touch me!
Have to find l'American. He's our only link to Oberhauser.
It's not a person.
It's a
It's
cafe.
a place.
Hotel.
Come anywhere near me, and I'll kill you.
I don't doubt it.
Are you gonna shoot it? Really? It's cute. Don't shoot it. The rat give him a clue somehow? Just bust through the wall. What? Vesper Lind. Interrogation. Oh, just toss it aside.
What's this?
It's coordinates.
To where?
So, where was he going?
Nowhere.
I was about to say middle of nowhere.
You just point it, you squeeze the trigger, you try not to close your eyes. Please.
Maybe she's already well trained, she just doesn't like guns.
I don't have to teach you anything, do I?
You shouldn't stare.
Well, you shouldn't look like that.
What is this dialogue? Mm-mm. Oh! Oh!
Shit.
Shit indeed.
What do we do now?
Travel a little more under the radar? Ah! Of course. Of course. This is a Bond film after all. Right, what was I saying before? I think I was saying that Bond is going to solve an international incident that proves the necessity of the 00 program. I also think we'll find that C was complicit in South Africa attack.
So, James, why did you come?
I came here to kill you.
And I thought you came here to die.
He's running the program that C's putting in place.
You came across me so many times, and yet you never saw me. Le Chiffre. A nice pattern developed. You interfered in my world, I destroyed yours. Or did you think it was coincidence that all the women in your life ended up dead?
So many Bond films require walking right into the den of the beast. Oh, he hasn't used his watch yet.
If the needle finds the correct spot in the fusiform gyrus, you recognize no one.
I love you.
You do? You do?
Do those blue eyes still recognize?
Doesn't time fly?
Did you do a kill confirm? I guess that's as close to kill confirm as you can get.
You're saying goodbye.
Feels like with the amount of surveillance they have, they'll capture her in like 5 minutes. Oh, the exploded building from last time. Ooh. You got in already?
Not a good feeling being watched, is it?
Don't tell me you're responsible for this.
No, but my quartermaster is. And he's extremely talented. And now we know what C stands for. Careless.
Nice little moment there.
But I don't
know someone who does.
Immediately captured. That was... Oof. How could you not see that coming?
I've really put you through it, haven't I? Well, that's brothers for you. They always know which buttons to press.
Do you trust me?
Do I have a choice?
Not anymore.
What? Oh, they found out a little too soon for it to be funny. Whoa. His leg looked gruesome.
Finish it.
Nah. Oh, he wants to be with her. So he won't? Oh, he's literally on the bridge with 2 directions he can go.
And besides, I've got something better to do.
But there's another movie! I wonder if she's in it. Or if he'll just have moved on by then. Again.
I thought you'd gone.
I have. There's just one thing I need.
Another thing you just... Oh, a car. Ah, that car. Okay, so with this 4th 007 Daniel Craig James Bond film, I didn't come into it intentionally with a different attitude, but I experienced it a lot different than the 2nd and 3rd movie, Quantum of Solace and Skyfall, because, I don't know, I enjoyed this film a lot more than the previous 2 films. After being very pleasantly surprised by Casino Royale, Quantum of Solace was very for me, and Skyfall, despite having a great Adele song and having its moments, was not on the level of Casino Royale, and this time around, I, not intentionally, lowered my expectations and was just making fun of what I now recognize as tropes, and that made it a lot more enjoyable for me, just pointing how stupid things are. Like, somehow the bad parts of the movie made me enjoy it more, and I don't think the movie is I don't think it's intentionally stupid. I think it's part of what the movie is trying to do and part of its charm. Because like 1 minute Madeline is saying like, you're expecting me to fall into your arms, and I think within like 30, maybe 20 minutes of screen time, they're like completely in love. Definitely had fun laughing at how stupid that is, which I mean is its own form of entertainment. And just some of the things are so predictable that it's funny. Because after watching 3 Bond films, it's just so obvious that Dia de los Muertos, that Bond was just getting in with this woman so that he could gain access to carry out some sort of mission. He just ups and leaves her to go assassinate someone. And she's probably thinking like, this is not what I signed up for. And actually that scene was, I had very high expectations for it. And they were met, but in a different way. Because when I first saw that he was entering this hotel room, walking out of it, and the camera was just entirely one shot, I was thinking, oh, they're going to one shot this whole entire scene and have him walk back into that hotel room without breaking the cut at all. But they eventually did when he was like lining up the shot with a sniper rifle or whatever rifle it was. And yeah, that would have been an incredible feat, but unfortunately they didn't do that. They did have that incredible helicopter scene, though. I've never even thought of the possibility of a helicopter going upside down, especially in an action scene. I don't know if they filmed that using CGI or with some very, very talented helicopter pilot, because maybe a remotely controlled helicopter, because that was incredible to watch. But there were other silly parts of the film. There's this ridiculous backstory that just they conjured up from nowhere, because actually Oberhauser was behind everything in every other film. He killed all the women that Bond ever slept with for revenge. And if I didn't know any better, I think they were trying to get Bond off the hook for treating these women so cavalierly. Like, hey, it's not your fault that they died. It's Oberhauser's fault. Or Blauman. I forgot his name already. Um, but I think that wasn't the intention. I think they just wanted to continue escalating the story and have someone who was really behind everything to make it more, I don't know, cool. But I don't know. In No Time to Die, we might find out who was really, really in charge. The person who was controlling Oberhauser. And it's just so over the top and ridiculous that it somehow wraps around and becomes good again. This octopus ring organization Spectre, which I know a lot of these Bond films are based on books, so I have to wonder like which came first, like Spectre or Hydra from Marvel, because they're both like dark organizations with octopus tentacles, octopuses as their mascot, I guess. Oh, his name was Blofeld. Blofeld? Blofeld. Oberhauser's new name was Blofeld, and he was talking about how that drill was going to destroy Bond's motor function and make him lose his memory. And I was like, oh, shit, that is really bad. But, like, somehow, like, the power of love made the drill have zero effect on anything. And he remembers Madeline perfectly and is, like, headshotting people so far away when he's making his escape. So it's just, I don't know, why even make the claim that it's going to destroy your motor function and destroy your memory if it's not going to do that? Just to create, like, fake tension. But yeah, Oberhauser, aka Blofeld, unexpectedly getting blown up, having facial reconstruction surgery or whatever, and showing up again like a couple hours later with another plan completely in place already. Just what? And his motivation for doing this to Bond was because his dad loved Bond so much, and so he killed his own father and took revenge on Bond as best as he could. And you could see from a mile away that he was going to recapture Madeline at the end when she said she's going to go off on her own, which, why would you ever do that? That is so, how could Bond think that was an okay thing for her to do, to just walk away when he knew that she could be used as leverage against him? It's like the movie didn't even try to hide his intentions, and somehow, despite like some very, very obvious story beats, the movie somehow still works. I hope I'm not pissing any of you off who think like this movie is just like objectively very, very good, because I think it's objectively ridiculous, but I love it anyway. Love is a relatively strong word. I enjoyed it a lot anyway. There were definitely some cool moments, like I mentioned before, the helicopter flying upside down and everything. Never seen anything like that before. Cool to see Dave Bautista in something besides Drax from Guardians of the Galaxy. And I love how I saw the back of his head and I was like, that looks like Dave Bautista's head. And it was. I don't know, his head shape is like very recognizable for some reason. I kept thinking he'd somehow survived being yanked out of the train by his leg, but instead it was Oberhauser who somehow survived the entire compound blowing up. And my question is, why hire Dave Bautista, I forgot his name already, to take out Bond when Bond was coming straight to the compound to say hi anyway? And again, the ridiculousness of walking directly into your enemy compound and giving up your weapons, and all you have is your trusty explodey watch. Just, it's something that's so bad that it wraps it around to good again because of how entertaining it is. And we also had Andrew Scott as C. Obviously, most recently I've seen him as Will's father in His Dark Materials, but I think everybody who's most familiar with him knows him most from as Moriarty in Sherlock. And that made me immediately suspicious of him, especially with him wanting an international spy agency to just have unlimited access to cameras and everything and spy on everyday people. I kept thinking like he's just doing this to somehow take Sherlock down and run his other criminal enterprises. I'm still convinced he faked his death somehow because of that, and he just came back as Moriarty some other time. Or maybe this took place after his time as Sherlock. I don't know. Anyway. At the end of the film, Bond once again walks away from the 00 program, and we know how well that's worked before, how much that sticks. It does not stick at all whatsoever. I guess this was intended to be the final film, so it would be satisfying to let him leave and live out a life somewhat in peace from now on. But now we know there's going to be a 5th film, No Time to Die. Really begs the question if Leah Seydoux, I don't know how to pronounce her name, will reprise her role as Madeline Swan. They can't just have Bond move on and be seen sleeping with a bunch of other women throughout the next film and like not address her at all, right? Because it would be quintessential Bond, but it will also be very, very I don't know, it's just I don't know if I would find it entertaining or stupid or what. But it wouldn't make much sense. But yeah, I actually recorded my reaction to this film before news came out that No Time to Die got delayed again. So it was originally supposed to come out in April, and now I think I don't even remember when it is, but it's very, very far from now. So I'll be waiting a long time to watch that last film now. But yeah, I think some of the strong parts of the film were actually the humor, the intentional humor, because a lot of it was unintentional. I think I just found joy in it. I felt like the intentional humor was pretty good. Bond stealing the car that was meant for 009 was good. The song that played when he started playing the radio, and Q covering for Bond and saying that it takes some time to calibrate during the first 48 hours. And yeah, I think they did a good job writing some of the dialogue. Overall, I think I'm going to give this an 8.5, same score as Casino Royale, even though objectively I know Casino Royale is probably a better film, but I enjoyed them both about equally, but just in wildly different ways. Alright guys, looking forward to No Time to Die. Whenever it comes out, I'll look it up again. But if you want to see full reactions or movie reactions a week early, you can check out Patreon in the link in the description below. Thanks for watching. Bye friends.